Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from a regular dude, where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels, occasionally I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from just a regular dude. Down in the basement. Okay. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. I think the last time I looked, I was 1,016. I want to say thank you to everybody who got me there. Special thanks again to The Shape and to Rick Debunks for sharing my video out and getting me over the top, over 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to do the video today, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to spin the wheel, and we'll have 3 winners on the DVD Blu-ray giveaway. Okay, we got a DVD of A Quiet Place. We've got a double pack Blu-ray of Priest and Legion. And then we also have a Blu-ray digital DVD, a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a digital copy of another movie that has just drawn a blank on me, but you can go in my last video and I've got them all listed right there. I don't happen to have it with me right now. But the first person that I spin gets their choice of the 3. The second person I spin will get a choice of the 2 that are left. And the third person gets the 1 that's left over. And what I'm going to do is, after this video, when you find out if you've won or not, go into the description to my email. It's at the very bottom of my description. And email me and tell me where I can send it to. And then I will announce it on the next video. And then the next person, the number 2 person, can also contact me, or I'll try and contact them somehow, and so on and so forth, and I'll get those videos out to you. But I'm going to do that at the end. Right now, have any of you ever stayed in an Airbnb? I haven't. But this is some haunted Airbnbs that you can stay in right now. And it's from the channel Slapped Ham. So let's check this out.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some allegedly haunted Airbnbs. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
Spirit's getting a little big there.
Be prepared for no sleep in Wake Forest, North Carolina, if you check in for the night at this allegedly haunted Airbnb. Don't be fooled by the bright, perky demeanor of this property. The Stroud House is a place to get schooled in paranormal activity, right in the middle of a former college town. This home was built in the 1940s by Reverend I.T. Stroud. It still features a pastor's study that's been converted into...
It doesn't look like much, but I guess you can't really tell by the way it looks, huh?
...a convenience area. One thing this property has in common with many older estates is that it's reportedly haunted. Family, friends and guests staying at the home have documented a variety of supernatural events while staying at the house. The list includes footsteps roaming through the hallway, the sound of someone tiptoeing upstairs, glowing orbs, hall and basement lights suddenly turning on, and a music box that inexplicably plays on its own. A shadowy figure's also been spotted lingering in the kitchen. If you spook easily, just keep on walking right past the Stroud House the next time you're hanging around downtown Wake Forest before you awaken any activity.
I'd do it.
The man that you might see lurking about inside the chamber won't be a bellhop or concierge. The raven-hair man has long tresses hidden under a cap. He's been known to suddenly appear over the shoulders of guests. He's a ghost at this haunted Airbnb. The temperature in this inviting apartment is also known to drop. It will send a shiver down your spine. That one looks a little bit more shows up. Just hope like you don't see him as you're relaxing in the flat's grand clawfoot tub. It's illuminated by the light of a flickering 5-light chandelier that can be found in the bedroom suite. The history behind this very old flat is fascinating. The chamber apartment is more than 600 years old. It can be hard to tell exactly which spirits are lingering in a city that's been the site of so much bloodshed dating back to Roman times. However, there is a theory on the flat that went on to become known as North Yorkshire's Madness Chamber. It's that a wicked schoolmaster went mad from guilt after a career of rounding up the city's orphans to place them in a local institution called the Ragged School. This schoolmaster, with a heart of black, eventually turned to heavy drinking to turn off the memories of all the children he'd condemned to asylum living.
I know the schools in Britain and Europe and everything in like the early 1900s and 1800s, they're really, really strict. I remember watching a series when I was a lot younger called Tom Brown's School Days that was really good. I really enjoyed that show. Makes me want to go back and find it and watch it again because I remember watching it when I was a kid and liking it quite a bit. I think it was like a mini series type thing.
Guilt drove him mad until even the strongest of libations could no longer silence sounds and visions of screaming orphans scratching from their graves. The headmaster eventually took his life in what is now believed to be the spot where this flat stands today.
See, you don't mess with them because they'll come back and they will haunt you forever until you're dead.
The front facade of the Manor Master Chamber is pretty much the picture you'd see if you looked up haunted house in the dictionary. This is a mysterious, quirky home full of Victorian wallpaper, spiralling staircases, and strange nooks. The owner of this rare haunted Airbnb has some confirmation regarding the spooky happenings taking place. Sean Doyle, the current owner of the manor, couldn't have known the significance when he randomly picked up an old barrette from the floor inside his home more than a decade ago. He said that when he touched the barrette, a vivid image of a little girl dressed in all white flashed into his head. He thought it odd, but he let the feeling pass. The incident came rushing back to him a year later, when he received a strange phone call. It was the relatives of the family who had built the manor all the way back in 1883, calling to make contact. Doyle felt compelled to ask if a girl had ever died in the home. To his surprise, the family was able to confirm that a young girl named Rosalia Finn had passed away from typhoid fever in the home back in 1908. The former owners even showed a photo of the girl to Doyle. He immediately recognized her from the strange memory flash that he had had prior. Doyle remains a skeptic, even though this strange incident has him wondering if little Rosalia still keeps an eye on the home of her childhood. What is most fascinating is that several friends and guests who were unaware of the Rosalia story have commented on feeling an energy or presence in the home. In fact, there's one particular closet in the home that appears to be a hotspot for sensations among guests. It does make one wonder if the closet is the perfect hide-and-seek spot for little Rosalia.
Creepy.
It takes a lot to be considered one of the best haunted houses in one of the most haunted cities in the US. New Orleans is notoriously a city of spirits. However, the property known as the Haunted Bedroom,
because of all the voodoo and everything in New Orleans, or as they say, Nolans, I think, with Marie Laveau, the legend of Marie Laveau and all that stuff. That's some creepy, scary stuff, in my opinion. I think all that stuff came over from Haiti, but I'm not sure.
Was recently named one of BuzzFeed's top 10 haunted Airbnb locations. This is a third-floor flat tucked away in the heart of the Garden District. Guests enjoy a queen-size bed, private bathroom, and a gorgeous balcony that looks out over the Big Easy. Touches like stained glass, grand chandeliers, and massive oak trees that obscure parts of the property add to the moodiness of the estate. However, the dramatic look of this property gives way to a mostly uneventful style of haunting. It turns out that the ghost of the haunted bedroom in the Garden District of New Orleans is quite shy. However, those who do encounter her see a young girl in a beautiful yellow dress from the 1890s. Yes, coming for the ghost is reason enough to check in. However, this property is worth a stay even if haunted happenings don't eventuate, simply because of how decadently ornate and charming it is.
That one might make me a little bit leery just because of the background of New Orleans and everything. I think I'd do it though, as long as I was with someone else.
Perched on Lake Maggiore in Italy, Castello del Pozzo boasts a fitness centre, wine bar, conference centre, private art collections, and luxurious suites. The sprawling halls of this ancient castle are said to be haunted by a woman named Barbara, who is known as Piedmont's Lady-in-Waiting. The daughter of Lord Pozzo, Barbara, supposedly decided to run away to elope with a man who was not an approved suitor. Upon discovering this forbidden marriage, Pozzo had beautiful young Barbara locked away in a tower within the castle. It was there that Barbara eventually died without ever being reunited with her husband. Guests who stay in the castle report hearing someone shuffling through its gilded, echoing halls each night. Many report disruptive sighs and laments coming from the castle's tower. There's even been sightings of a figure overlooking the surrounding lake from the windows of the castle. Could it be Barbara waiting in vain for her husband to return to scale the castle walls to free her from her tower?
It's crazy how back then you weren't allowed to marry who you wanted to marry a lot of the time. And that still goes on in certain countries now.
Before we take a look at a very eerie property in Dixfield, Maine, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Also, remember to take that thumbs up button down to the pub and buy it a beer. The Weld Street Inn is a picture of quaintness, with a classic New England porch with white rails, oversized front windows, multiple brick chimneys and a canopy of trees. Built in 1881, it's considered to be one of the cutest attractions in the tiny town of Dixfield, Maine. It turns out it's notoriously haunted. Any local will tell you that sightings have been going on for years.
If it's from Maine, Stephen King should make a movie about that. About that place.
All of this was actually a surprise to the inn's current owner. However, Anne-Marie Cook knew something was up when she opened the door of her new property to hear a bizarre whoosh sound flying right towards her. The locals soon informed her that she had just purchased a very haunted house. There are many theories about the fates that befell the Marsh family who once occupied the home. First, there was a daughter named Chestina who was a certified black widow. She had lost 2 husbands in a short span of time. Several of the Marsh's 5 daughters were said to have birthed children out of wedlock. They were hidden away in a secret room within the barn on the property. One child supposedly died after being mysteriously pushed from the barn window. Another supposedly drowned in a pond on the property that has since been covered up. Many of Anne-Marie Cook's theories about what took place have been pieced together by conversations she's had with locals. Of course, the biggest proof of all that something unsavory has happened at the inn is all the mysterious activity that guests continually report. Guests of this haunted Airbnb constantly hear strange noises, they see objects moving, and feel the presence of someone hovering near them. Could the Marsh family be still lingering on the property all these years later? We dare you to stay there and find out.
I would. I'd stay there. Well, that was cool. That was some haunted Airbnbs you can stay in right now if you want to. And that was from the channel Slapped Ham. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, I hope everyone had a really good Christmas. And let's just hope that 2021 is going to be a lot better than 2020. I think it will. I really do. I think it will. We got to think positive, right? Okay, now it's time for the giveaway and the movie that I couldn't think of. was Sicario Part 2, Day of the Soledad. And that's in DVD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. Okay, so here we go with the first spin, and you will get your choice of the 3 movies. So make sure you email me. My email is in the description. And here we go, spinning the first one right now. See what we got. K-Mass. K-Mass. You get your choice of the 3. Sicario, the double one of Priest and Legion, or A Quiet Place. Now, so K-Mass got first place. Now we'll go with second place, and we'll spin it right now. What we got here, American Phantom Hunters. So you get your choice of 2 of them, whichever ones that K-Mass doesn't pick. Now, third place. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's getting so exciting. Let's spin it right now. Ta-da! And the winner is Skull Teacher. Skull Teacher. You'll get the last one that's left. Give me all your contact informations down below and which ones that you want. Skull Teacher, you get whatever's left. K-Mass, you get your choice of the 3. And American Phantom Hunters, when K-Mass gets a hold of me, I will get a hold of you. Just let me know in the contact information how I can get a hold of you. And then I'll let you know what your choices are. And I want to thank everyone once again for subscribing. And thanks to everyone who shared it out. And should we do a joke? Let's do a joke. Got time here. Got lots of time. All the time in the world. So let's see what we got here. I just read that 4,153,237 people got married last year. Not to cause any trouble, but shouldn't that be an even number? Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.